Oh, I don't like death. I want flying sky bison.
Yeah.
Where's the little rock trick? Airbending the rocks. Yeah.
All right, AJ, we got 5 minutes on the clock once again, this time with just a beautiful sea turtle swimming in the ocean. I hope
Lovely.
I'm interested to see where they go, but we can focus on the conversation. I won't get too distracted, I promise. Let's talk a little bit about commission breath, as we call it, when an SDR maybe is a little too salesy, a little too pushy, really reaching for that meeting instead of maybe being a little bit more consultative, you could say. Talk to me a little bit about how you feel about that.
Yeah, I mean, I think you just said the thing, right? Like, they're not consultative. There's a clear delineation when a rep is reaching out to me, and I know that they're doing the right work. They've done the research. They actually think that their solution can help me overcome challenges, achieve goals, whatever it might be. And then there's a rep who clearly just wants a meeting, and they don't care about anything else, but you're a human being with a pulse, and you have a title that my company wants to talk with, so please take a meeting with me. I get it. That's your job, right? You want to set meetings and you want to try and get as many people into the pipeline as possible. But to me, that's like a spaghetti on the wall type approach, where you're just trying to get as many people into the funnel as possible, really hoping that somebody sticks and maybe makes their way down and your AE can actually close them. And you can just tell right off the bat when someone's doing that versus doing the quote unquote right work as an SDR. And it's annoying, I would say. I don't know if you think it's annoying. I'd love to hear your opinion on it.
Yeah, it definitely is annoying as a prospect, at least from the other side. And I think a lot of it comes down to how you as an SDR choose to handle the objection that might come your way. Because there have been times when I've said, look, this is, real anecdotal stories. I've been like, look, we don't have the budget for it right now. It's not something we're looking at. Just no. And I don't have a timeline for you. I'm sorry, this is all the information I have and that's it. And I've said that to a few different SDRs that reach out about various things. And there's a difference to me, in my opinion, of the ones that say, okay, totally fine. Is it cool if I reach out in 6 months and check in? Yeah, great. Versus the ones that say, okay, well, we also have this other product that does this, this, and this, and it costs this much. And I'm like, I just told you I have no money. So what part, I already disqualified myself. I know that now's not the time. It's kind of the difference between believing and ignoring the objection, if that makes sense. And someone with that commission breath that really just wants that meeting isn't actually listening to the objection. They're just listening so that they have a way, they know how to get around it. Versus someone that says, okay, totally understand. You don't have to take me out of your cadence. Just pause me for 6 months or a year and then, reach back out at that point. And that's a great way to build rapport. And B, you're not doing that pushy, that salesiness that ultimately is going to make me potentially just not buy from you guys out of spite. It's extreme, but it could happen.
It seems just a tad extreme on your part, but I think you're right. There's a self-awareness associated with the role to just know when to listen, and when an objection is real and there is no diffusing it, there is no hurdling it, there is no overcoming it. There just comes to a point where you have to understand that not everyone's going to say yes. And I think we've talked about this in a previous episode, but there's so much weight put on reps to get a yes from their prospects, when in reality, getting a no in some cases is just as valuable. And you can learn from that and better understand their situation, the challenges that they're facing, whether or not your value props even make sense to them. And when you have that commission breath, when you just want to get a meeting and you blow past all of the no's, you don't really gain any knowledge other than the fact that this person does not want a meeting right now. And I would rather an SDR go in and try to gather as much information as possible, to your point, to help build that rapport. And then to know later down the line in 6 months, maybe it is a better time to connect. Maybe they do have a need at that point. But if you just push for a meeting real hard in the moment, 6 months down the line, I'm probably looking for a different solution than yours, because I don't want to deal with you as an SDR. Not necessarily out of spite, but maybe just because I don't think that you can actually do the job required to get me into the funnel and get me the information that I need.
Yeah, it's true. And keeping in mind that maybe during those 6 months, a competitor's SDR might reach out. If they're more consultative than you were,
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to remember that. I'm going to notice, hey, like I like the people that work over at this company. I don't really like the people that work over at the other company. So, and you know what they always say, and it's true, you buy from people you like. Sure, you buy for need and everything, but ultimately it's you buy from people that you enjoy a conversation with, spending time with, getting to know.
Couldn't agree more. Also, they really want you to subscribe to that 5-minute timer of a seat.
I might. It was a great time. All right, AJ, 15 seconds. Tell everyone about opt-in.
Opt-in, quick, 5-minute videos, no fluff, actionable tips. You can find us on our YouTube, on our LinkedIn, on our Instagram, and on the website, demanddrive.com.
Cool.
The seed turtle literally didn't go anywhere. It was just a loop. It made me sad.
Yeah, I was a little sad about that too.